I'm going. I started recording. I want you to
You already
know.
started?
Yeah, I started. I started.
Oh shit,
Hello.
oh shit, oh shit. Alright, cut the clip, cut the clip, cut the
No, we're
clip.
not cutting it. Just like last
What do you
time. It's
mean we're not
chaotic.
cutting it? Alright,
It's
start
gonna be
it.
a chaotic start. That's how it works.
Alright, give
This
us
shit
an
works.
intro then. Start the intro.
Okay, well, hello, welcome to the unofficial power rankings slash official because they're gonna be announcing it in announcement, so it's gonna be somewhat official. Anyways, I'm here with my boy. Introduce yourself.
No, shut up.
My boy, shut up. Yeah, let's go.
You're
Anyways,
supposed to introduce me. What?
no, you introduce yourself. You plug yourself. That's how it works. That's how this stuff works. Do you
No,
not
you
know
say
anything?
this. No, you say I'm here with my boy, Camp is life, you know? And
Nah,
then
fuck you.
that's when I'm like, hi, what's up, yo?
No, you have to introduce yourself.
Alright, fuck you. Alright, let's start it off, dude.
Yeah. All right. Um, you want to start us off, bro?
Alright, we got I think you all can see from the screen. Oh wait. I want to give a little disclaimer. I think all the teams right now are still pretty good. I think all this is taking into account just the teams only, not the team player skill or the team owner skill. So just know that if number 16 beats number one, like it can happen. So don't take this tier list as, it's the end all be all. So we're gonna start off with Raichu. So the thing about you, Raichu, is that you have some great breakers and you have really good speed tiers too. Like your first five mons are pretty fucking fire, not gonna lie. But then you started going a little bit weird. So Kawhi, what do you think is wrong with his team?
Bro, I feel like this team fell off, bro. You had a great team, but then you just decided to dupe up on every typing: two normals, two fire, two waters, and two psychics. That's not the best to have, but it's workable. But you're also missing Ghost, Bug, and Rock, which is not the end all be all, but it's useful to have all of them, especially Rocks, because flying is so prominent, and your team does kind of just lose to flying types if you let anything get chipped. So that's also bad. But you also get normal spam to oblivion, and Empoleon is cool, but it's not gonna be able to reliably tank those hits as it gets worn down by spikes slash rocks, and only has leftover recovery.
And your Empoleon is actually like really important to your team. And it's gonna need either to be like Spadef, then it also has to be defensive. It's gonna have to have like Skull, Stealth Rock, Defog, freaking Protect. It's gonna need like the tech, it's gonna have like so many cents that it's gonna need to run in one game, and you're just not gonna be able to run them all, obviously. So it's gonna suck to be having to decide what you're gonna cut off on with Empoleon.
Yeah, it's gonna have four move syndrome for sure. That's a good analysis, Camp. I like that one. That's a good one from you, Chief. All right, next up, our number 15 slots. It's you, Professor Oak. I'm sorry, bro, but you're probably gonna be thinking, what the fuck? How are we ranking this team so low? Um, why don't you start us off, Camp? Let us know.
All right, fuck. First off, fuck Tornty, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been saying this since day one. Tornty, dog shit mon. You gotta hit Hurricanes. You gotta hit Focus Blast. Yes, you can run some other shit, but when your main moves are fucking Hurricane and Focus Blast, no, fuck you, dude. I'm not gonna say this mon's ever gonna be good. I get it's regen. There used to be some heater sets like Gen like 7 where you can run, or Gen 5 or Gen 6, no, Gen 6, where you run fucking Assault Fist knockoff, that kind of bullshit. But it's fucking it's a new gen now, and everyone's running Nasty Plot, fucking Focus Miss, fucking Hurricane Miss. Nah, Monster Dog. Also, you do have a Heatran Terrakion Mance. Those are really good mons. And you do have like sort of a regen core, but you don't really have good removal. You also could have had better rockers. And honestly, you just have way too gimmicky mons like Zarude. Fucking U-turn spam. It's not the best. Fucking Frostmoth isn't really good either. Electivire, I had it season one for a different league, and it literally did nothing. It came once and did nothing, and I never brought it again. And
Throwback.
Mega Bayonet could be heat, could be not. It's just not it. Also, as far as I'm aware, you're missing a normal type too, so I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a lot of weaknesses.
yeah, you do have Torntia as Camp said as defog, but that is like it. Like I don't think any of these other mon wants to run that. I just want to address that
True.
because you have four defoggers, but they're all very bad. Also, Frozier sucks. That thing's the worst Pokemon in the game. yeah, just wanted to get my frustrations out there. Anyways, next up, we have my boy Sub-Zero, alright? Look, I love you, man. You're a great guy, but this draft is a fucking dog. I don't know what to tell you. The first 3 months are cool as hell. Garchomp, Deoxys Speed, and Celesteela. They're all great mons. But then, why is Primarina, Talonflame, Drepion, Sirna, and Co, the rest of this team? All of them are bad. And that's just speaking from personal experience. I guess Primarina is sort of good. And Talonflame
Yeah, Primarina is good, bro. You're hitting on Primarina. I think that one's fine, but everything else is, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, everything else, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like everything else is just too gimmicky. I guess Drapion can trap, but I still don't think it's a good mon just because it can use Pursue.
It's too weak. It's way too weak. There's no way you're gonna ever realistically want to bring it all the time. Yeah. If to trap, it's literally, it probably is like Mega Absol if it didn't Mega, you know? It's just too weak and then gets killed in return by Earthquake or some shit.
True. Also, your hazard removal is just bad in my opinion. I think Talonflame and Serena is just way too bad to just consistently be able to remove hazards because Talonflame just.
Hey, you're forgetting about the heavy duty brutes freaking.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Hey, and the fucking Rotom Frost, dude. The
no, two not heavy... the Rotom Frost. No. Whatever will I do now?
Hey, at least
he clicks defog.
I mean, he does have a decent team. I think you just remove the Megalon, you know, like, bro. I've used it a couple of times. It could be good, but at the same time, like, unless you're facing a Dragapult, it's fucking useless.
Yeah, just personally, I think you could have just spread your points out a lot better than what you got. Sorry, bro.
Exactly. I agree.
Team plays low. All right, starts off.
All right, so let's go through this. All right, Mew, Zeraora, Zygarde, Melmetal. You expect to hear another Heatmon right after that, right? But nope, you get Delmise. And then you get Aromatisse. And then you get Mantine. Which is alright. That one's alright. Then you get Swallow. And then you get fucking Mega Absol 2.0 and Mega Houndoom. Like, you start off really well. And then you just, like, fall off so hard. There's some, like, really niche mons, like Aroma and Mantine that could be good sometimes, but other than that, I don't know. I'm never gonna have respect for Mega Houndoom as well, because I guess it's like, is it like base 115, right? Yeah, it's like base 115 speed, so that kind of raises your speed tier. But other than that, it's just not, it's not a good mon. Alright, what do you have to say, Kawhi?
What I have to say, well, I feel like this team is like a lot like Sub-Zero's team, if I'm gonna be real with you, but this one is just did it better. Like, Aromatisse has a niche, Passimian has a niche, even Swallow, I gotten fucked up by that, Cap knows. Bird team, remember?
Facts!
So that one can put in work, but like, yeah, after Melmetal, this team fell off. Especially, I also do think your momentum is pretty bad for this team. Like, all your top tiers are like one momentum, and then it just goes all the way to Swallow before anything else can switch in. Or like U-turn out, I mean. And that would have been way better for this team, as Melmetal and Zygarde could just put in works.
Yeah, like imagine if you had like a Scyther, not even Scyther, like a Scizor. Well, obviously it's gone already, but if you had like some other stuff instead of this, because you wasted like all your draft picks picking these mons. But if you had like momentum based mons, you would have been like set, because then you just switch in into your Zygarde and then, oh shit, nothing can take 1,000 arrows. Or you switch into your Melmetal, oh shit, nothing can take a double Iron Bash. See?
I also do want to say that this is the worst hazard removal I have ever seen on a team. As a hazard connoisseur, I do not approve at all of Mew and Kurakosta as your only hazard setters.
Does Swallow get defog at least? I hope so.
It does.
We out here.
Yes, okay,
Swallow and
Mantine, Mew and Swallow. But yeah. Alright, next guy.
Alright. We got the boy, Lucas. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be down to rock this team. This team is not that bad, but they're just better teams, honestly. It's a really tanky, bulky team. I really like those. And I really like Kyurem because it's like a matchup based mon. Like, it's sometimes when you game sub Bruce, sub just 3 attacks, just other stuff, it just wins you games. And you do have some decent Volt turn plays that you can do, and good hazard control. but you just lose to Shadow Ball straight up. Straight up, any ghost type, straight lose. Gengar, click Shadow Ball. You gotta, or if you really want to predict the person to Lola resist, you click Sludge Bomb, GG. You know. Also, the last few mods are really whack bar Thun T. So I think if you just switch the last few mods for some better heater picks, you'd probably just be fine. Like it definitely raise it up like at least like 5 places. But you know, it's up
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, I think I made some very solid points. I think even Conk, like even from Conk down to Charjabug, could all have been better picks for this draft. Even though Conk
Yep.
is really good, I just feel like there could have been better. This could have had way more
I,
potential.
I mean, I still like Comp personally, but
Yeah,
Kawhi's a
yeah,
weirdo. Kawhi's a
yeah. I'm
weirdo.
a weirdo. I got some weird takes, bro. You know what? You know how it is.
You know
All
the
right.
vibes. You know the vibes.
Next up is my boy Dakit. Me and you, we play in a league together, Radical Red. Yeah. But I must say, I'm a huge fan of Mega DNC plus Zapdos. I've seen this core do wonders a lot of times. I've rated a bunch of Mega DNC Zapdos cores #1 in power rankings before. But what does this draft lack that the others had? This thing lacks a water resist. Why is Roselia your only switch into a water attack? Or that resists it? Bro, Specs Toxapex will shit on you, bro. I'm sorry, dude. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
That's Specs be pouring on, dude. Your own
Yeah.
Swampert was shit on you, dude.
Your own
That's
Swampert.
actually,
They will.
dude.
The Imposter Ditto will take your Swampert and sweep you.
Shit.
Well, also, you also suck versus ground, which is your Zapdos is your only immunity, and that's not even a real immunity because if he catches you on a roost, like let's say it's a slower ground type, and he catches you on the roost, it's dead. So it's even not even that safe. You have to be slower Zapdos to be able to take on most ground types, which I guess you could do, but it's not really that reliable considering also most ground types do get a move that's called Stone Edge, which will be clicked on a Zapdos.
All right, tell us about the dog removal, bro.
The dog removal, bro. Alright, so look, I don't know what a Mr. Rhyme is. I've never seen this Pokemon. All I've seen is this thing is like that weird guy in that old movie that no one watched. No one has seen this Pokemon. This has never entered
I've
the
seen that movie. I've
battlefield.
seen that movie.
Yeah. You know exactly which one I'm talking about, right?
Yep, totally,
Yeah,
100, 100.
yeah. And then you have Zapdos, which is okay, but it's not. It doesn't always want to run default. It really does not.
Yeah, I've seen some Specs Zapdos do work. You know, you don't always if you run Specs default. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah.
Also,
Something's
you don't
wrong.
have a Dragon type, bro. You don't have a Dragon type. That I'm gonna give shit to Kwai about this later on. That he doesn't have a Dragon type. Dragon type is one of the best types in the game. Don't have, that's why they had to nerf it with Fairy. Like you should always try to get at least one Dragon type. So
Yeah, especially when you're weak to water, like you are. I think that could have
true.
fixed that hole for sure. But you would still be weak to ground though, because that's just how your team is constructed.
I mean, Dragon flying, dude. Dragon flying.
Yeah, that could have worked. It could have worked. Could have been something.
Exactly.
Still
That's
weak
that's
to edge
something.
break,
That's
but
something.
that's alright.
That's alright.
That's alright. Alright. Moving on to our boy LC. Don't know who you are, but that's alright. Start us off with LC, Cam.
All right. So you do have Fairy Dragon Steel, which everyone loves, dude. Who doesn't love Tapu Koko, Corvi, and Dragon, which is Latios. You also have great breakage, dude. Urshifu RS is like literally the best mod for breaking shit. Unless you're a fairy type, you're gonna take 50. You can't tell me otherwise. That mon, honestly, that mon and Ashgren should be banned. No, I'm just kidding. I think they're fine.
I agree.
Or I think Urshifu RS is fine, or RS single strike is fine. But the problem is we actually are in a different league, and we have seen a very very similar team to this kind of perform really poorly. Can start explain Kawhi.
Well, it hasn't performed poorly per se, but it has had some very glaring weaknesses. And what you have is like pretty much the same top tier Pokemon. Your Shifu, Single Strikes, Corviknight, and fucking Mega Venu and Lottie Seismitoad, which are pretty much all those are the exact same. And then you have Latios instead of Victini. And what the rest of your picks doesn't patch up the hole that he has, which is setup. So, like, for example, Dragon and Zygarde, what do? You lose. You can't stop it in any way at all. You can't. It's hard to revenge kill for you. Scarf Latios can do it, but if it sets up 2, which can very well do, because it can also run a berry, for example, and just sweep you. you can't do anything. You lost 6-0 by Sliggard, just on lead. So that can be huge troubles. So you just gotta make sure that you prevent that from ever happening for this team to be able to perform.
Yeah, which is really hard when literally every mon and their mom literally gets set up nowadays. So good luck.
Yeah, wish you good luck, bro. All right, next up, start us off with Steven, our homie.
Oh shit, Steven, dude, you're here, bro. BLT gang all the way, dude. You're back. BLT not looking too hot, but here you're ninth. You're ninth. You're like in the middle of the pack. Not bad, not bad. You're top four plus Hippo and Blessed. Basically, just win your games, bro. Like literally, just straight up. You can bring those 6 mods probably all season. You still probably get a winning record. No cap. Also, Muck is really underrated, bro. I honestly wanted to draft it, but I was like, I already have a Toxapex, got a Poison type, can't really draft it, you know? And you have decent hazard control compared to the others. You got Noivern, you got Skarmory, you got the Defog Rotomosh, you got... And then for actual hazards, you have a Skarmory and a Hippodon plus some other mons, you know? You got a good team. All right, but here's where we get the hot takes. Fuck Noivern. That's all I'm gonna say. Every time anyone drops that mon, shit does nothing. Shit sweet as piss. You got fucking Boom Burst. You got her and Miss. You got Draco Meteor, which still misses sometimes. I don't know. I hate that mon. It's overrated. All right, Kawhi, what else you got for my boy Steven?
Well, it should be said that we have like a note thing here, and Campus wrote that he hates the frog. But you did only spend 1 point, I assume, on this thing, so it's not that bad. It gives you T-Spikes, which is something, but it's not a good mod.
He spent 2.
Oh, fuck.
Which is...
Pro tip, Duocean.
Jelly bean.
Yeah, anyways, you also have Wish Pass for Muck, which is good to keep it alive, keep it consistent. The same for Rotom Wash, which I like. And Pursuit Trap Muckalolo, that's makes it even better than what it normally would be. So yeah, you overall got a great team, but you also struggle. Because if your Blacephalon or Mega Gallion has a bad matchup, you can struggle breaking. So it can become quickly just like a stall war of you trying to hazard stack. Which is not bad, but it could end up being really boring.
And like you just get broken in if you also just don't, because your walls aren't the best, you know. Rotom Wash, it can get chipped down. Skarmory can get chipped down pretty easily, or trapped for that matter. And like it's just hard sometimes. Just depends.
Yeah, it depends if you let your walls get chipped down. So you gotta make sure your stuff stays alive, healthy, and good.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Steven.
I believe you too, bro. All right, who we got next? We got the boy Beyond. So
we are. Sorry, bro.
All right, so straight up off the bat, you're weak to fire. Straight up. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you have a Mayara, but you really want your like main mon taking chip. Straight up, I don't know about that one. Also, you do have great rockage, but you only have offensive defoggers like Lando and I think Mega Arrow gets it too, and Hydreigon. You don't really have a defensive fogger. And Koi, what do you got for him?
I love how you said rockage. I love that. It's funny because that's what I put on the notepad. Anyways, the thing is, I put this as plus or negative statement. You have HO, which is said to be really bad in draft, but I think it could perform okay if you play well with it. But only if you play well, and you could struggle versus physical hits, even though you have Bust Roll. But I once had a meme discussion with my friend, where we just like put random mons that got Aerial Ace for no reason. And that thing is quad weak, so it'll take a good chunk from it. If it's not fully invested, and it's not coming off of a base 40 base attack stat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah,
Sorta.
bro.
But
like,
yeah,
did you
sure.
know Excadrill gets Aerial Ace? Did you know that?
I actually didn't know that. I've ran that once. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions.
So just totally random. A mon that you should wall, you don't wall anymore. Just putting that out there. So that can be a big trouble. Big trouble. And I don't even hate the low tiers on this team. They're all niche. Like I've used some of these before. Like Jolteon, that can do stuff. It can sweep. Toucannon, it's not the best, but it's usable. In my opinion, it's usable. Skilling.
No, it's trash. Don't at me. Alright, go continue.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't hit
It's
me.
not useful.
All right,
All
all
right,
right.
cool.
Okay, we go next
Fuck,
guy. We go
fuck the
next guy.
bird. Fuck the bird. Fuck the bird. Fuck the bird.
Hey, you wish.
All right, all right, all right. So now we're moving on, and so we're just talking about HO, but this one's just the better HO. You got the Darkrai, you got the Mawile, you got the Urshifu RS, you got the Staraptor. Man, dude, I honestly wish I drafted Staraptor. Staraptor against most of these teams, like a lot of them have like a lot of flying slash normal weakness. So, hey, Staraptor is gonna be key. So that's all I gotta say about that. And then Slowking puts a lot of work here on your team. It's a regen mon. It's especially defensive. You can do a lot with Slowking. All right, what do you got to say, bro?
Yeah, Slowking also gets him teleport, which is huge. I
Exactly.
like how it doesn't even show on moves to watch for on Slowking. It doesn't show on teleport. That's weird. But yeah, it does get that, which is huge for your team. Even like niche trick room for your Mawile as like late game potential. Just putting out there an idea. It's also the thing is you got a lot of high tier breakers, but you don't have a lot of much in tanking department. You have Slowking, but that's it. A Power Sand, it's cool, but very niche. Regirock can get chipped. Crobat, which is okay, but it's not the best wall per se because it's more offensive in my opinion than defensive. Then
Yeah.
I don't like Mega Maw being your only fairy and steel type because it's just not that tanky.
I mean, it's tanky, but it's not that tanky.
Yeah, it's not gonna live here. It's not like you can switch in a Mawile on a Urshifu. You know what I mean? Like no,
Agreed.
it's gonna take way too much.
And it can't even revenge kill it because it's faster.
I should say this is the point where we've gotten to the point where every team is like we love them. This is great teams. This is a great team.
Yep.
Just because it's seventh doesn't mean it's a bad team. We just this is where I would put the point of this is teams that are great from this point onwards.
Facts.
Just wanted to say
Except
that.
for my team, of course. My team is bad.
All right.
I don't-
Next up, we have camp. I guess I'm gonna talk this one out. So basically, how we do
Yeah.
it in these rankings is that we make the rankings and then we place our team, but we do that separately. And then we just give input and opinion because it's still a team. It's not like we can't give opinion just because we drafted it. That's not.
Also, I'm not. I ranked him and he ranked me, so it's not like biased
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah.
So I have no say on what ranking he
And
gave
it
me.
should be said, I placed this team higher than he actually put it down because he wanted some other guy I had. Okay, stay tuned for that, by the way.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, stay tuned. I should just say that Genesect is my favorite Pokemon of all time, so it's really based. I love this Pokemon. They just massacred him because they didn't give him Shift Gear. Screw you, BBG. Yeah, how could you? How could you massacre my Genesect like that? Anyways, this core has proven time and time again to work. It's just the fact that it's a weaker core than what you normally have because you use Lando T instead of Gligar for most of the time, or sometimes you even draft both. And Melmetal instead of Registeel, which you wanted, but you got sniped. So
Yeah, I got snipped.
yeah, but this team has just proven, which is why it's so high. It's proven to do work time and time again. And honestly, the only problems with this is that there's no high tier rockers or foggers, which I like on teams. You have Ocarona, but that does not count at all. I don't care. But I just like that on teams. But and then you have no dark, electric, or fighting, which are all useful typings to have, but you don't have any of them. But that's alright. You're camp. You're the GOAT. I know this is not.
Hey, I will say this: Darmgy does get superpower and it gets a dark move. That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
Yeah, I know.
And Darmgy, you know that shit's hitting like a truck, so
Yeah,
that's enough for me.
True. All right, our boy.
Hey, this was a shock to me, honestly. I honestly saw your first 3 months. I'm like, dude, no shot he keeps it up. And I'm surprised. Like, I actually ended up liking your team a lot. I will say this, that you actually didn't sack your draft, so it's really good. However, I will say fuck Shedinja. There's better 1 point mons. You usually just have a random Shedinja, whatever. All right. Also, you do have the Serene Grace core, so fuck you. I'm bringing Limber Toxapex versus your ass, so you can't fucking
Hey,
T-Wade my ass.
Don't get in my way.
Huh?
Don't give away the tech.
Hey, I already gave it up. I brought Limber Toxapex last time versus Superior, so it's fine. Plus, he knows me. All right, Also, Como gets Omni Boost apparently, so that shit's gonna be a threat. So you already know I'm scared of that thing. All right, what do you got for the bad parts?
Well, Mega Absol is dog shit, right? We all know this. We've all seen the copy pasta of Absol just not doing enough damage, and that is true. It will not be able to kill anything, but it should be said that it's okay on this team. I don't think it's bad on this team. I think
No, it's still bad.
Possible. It's a bad mon. Don't get me wrong. It's a bad Pokemon. And no normal type also hurts this team a bit, as you will get. Ghost Spam could be prominent. Even though you can trap it with Mega Absol, it won't kill because it's Mega Absol.
True. Hey, I will say I will say this though. Gengar looks like it has a lot of heat matchups because a lot of people are weak to Ghost Spam.
Yeah.
Apparently, so
yeah,
it is what it is.
You've got something to look out for, that's for sure, Ninja.
Yep.
Alright, next up. Aren't you?
Alright, so surprisingly, Kawhi ranked higher than me. So I actually think Kawhi is team good. No cap, no cap. I'm surprised he actually listened to me and drafted Galarian Zapdos when he literally has Hazard Stack, and Defiant Mon would be freaking amazing. But you know, I'm actually proud that he actually drafted it. Good job, bro. You actually didn't troll.
Thanks,
Also, he doesn't really have any clear weaknesses. If you literally see the type chart, it's literally all green and then some white. Like it's not the best, but it's not the worst. He's like not. He's just not very weak to anything. Also, obviously he has Ferrothorn, Feeny, DOD. He has hazards and hazard control. So and he has annoying ass walls. So the bad thing about your team though is you don't have like the 17 to 19 point demon mons. You know what I'm talking about. The Dragapults, the fucking or Shifus. You don't have those type of demons on your team, which sucks. But you can still get by with sort of stalling them out. Also, you don't have a dragon type. That's why I knew you were gonna draft Regidrago, but you miscounted, and it's your fault. But whatever, bro.
Yeah,
you also do have you messed up. But regardless, you do have a Feeny, so I'll give you a pass. You have a Feeny, Misty Terrain, not good synergy. I'll give you a pass. But still, I still like dragon types a lot.
Yeah, fair. I like dragon types a lot. We'll move on now to our third place. I just want to announce that it's third place because this is important. Bronze
third place
goes to Crossbow.
Sure.
Alright. Okay, we just want to start saying it's a solid team. I've seen a lot of these Pokemon actually on another team before. It's weird. It's weird how when you do draft a lot, that you see a lot of the same teams run by sometimes. It's crazy how that works.
It's almost like they're good, bro.
Yeah, it's almost like these cores work. Dragapult, Mandibus, I've used that core. In fact, I used it last season of VBG, or season 3. In fact, that's kind of weird. Anyways, you got speed. You got Dragapult, there's an OP Mon. Scizor, love that Pokemon to death, it's great. And you got straight up great hazard control. It's honestly one of the best hazard controls in all of this draft, I would say. Because Mandibus and Scizor just defogs permanently, and they're great.
Yeah. You can never stop him, dude. No shot you stop him. Also, you literally got a bunch of tankiness, which is really good. You got the Volcanion, you got the Rhyperior, you got Mandibuzz. Like your team is like tanky and it's still fast, and it's still like you have a pull. What else can I say about it? All right, what's bad about it though, Koi?
Oh, you want me to get what's bad about it?
Yeah.
Look, Hail is cool. We like Hail, right? But I feel like it doesn't fit this team at all. It's weird because it's like you're gonna bring Artisoul to like so many games when you could have just brought other stuff. You could have just made it something else. You have to invest 2 Pokemon into one strategy when you have all these other good mons, and I don't like that with your team.
Also because your team is so tanky, it technically loses more effective HP. Like because you take like Chip from Hell. So you like ruin your tankiness a bit by bringing Hell, which kind of sucks. So I wouldn't even bring it a lot of the time. And you're weak to Ghost too. And Ground if your Mandibuzz dies. So you better make sure you take care of your Mandibuzz, bro, because that shit's gonna be tough.
That's pivotal for you winning.
And no. And if you're chipping with Hell, sure, that shit's gonna get chipped super hard, Yeah,
Overcoat. Can't forget
about true. You have to bring Overcoat each round though.
Yeah, true, but it's not like it gets any other abilities. Let's be real here.
Okay, true. That is true. That is true. Sometimes you want big packs though.
Yeah, true. You want big packs for that Zapdos Gallery?
Sure, that's what I do. All right.
Anyways, let's go to our second place. Second place winner, our boy Cammy. All right, Cammy, you're the owner of EGA. You're a good player. I know you are. You're fantastic, and your team is great. I'm gonna be real. The first 6 months just straight up wins you games alone. Nihilego and all these bitches. You got the biggest weakness with your team, in my opinion, is the fact that from Nihilego and down, it just gets bad. All these monsters are so niche, and pretty much all your hazard control is in this pool, plus Dragonite, which is not that good at defogging. I guess it's there, but your lower half is very gimmicky.
And I just want to say, Ashgren should be banned. That's like literally that's one of the mods that raises your team to like top 2. Fuck Ashgren. Also, Fernape is overrated. Don't at me. All right, that's all I gotta say.
That's all I gotta get. That's all I'm gonna give to you.
Mm-hmm. Granted, I am the toxic X user.
Did you want to say something?
Go.
Oh, okay.
No, I just said, granted, I'm the toxic X user.
Yeah, true. It should also be said that you have a few dupe typings like fighting and flying. I mean, flying isn't that bad, but fighting is not that. I don't understand why the Girder or any of these low tiers are here. Dark and Poison, you only dupe those because you have a Grimer A, which doesn't even count. Doesn't even count as poison. that doesn't even exist, so I'm not gonna include that. But I don't like the double fighting personally.
All right. I wonder who won. Who's lost?
Who won this? I wonder. How about? Actually, last time you gave a drum roll, the camera couldn't hear it, so let's not do that. It's broken. There's no surprise.
No shock, dude. Dude, there's a reason I lost you. Your team's fucking broken, dude. You sniped my Lando T. I'm fucking depressed, you know? I need Lando T. Dude, you got Sand. Fuck Sand, too. T-Tar is always a big threat. I think it's undervalued, honestly. I think it's not worth as much points as it should be. You got Lando T. U-Turn. It's literally OU. You got the bulky water. You got Volturn. You got Serp. Fucking sub-glare bullshit. Nothing needs to be said. It's just a fire draft. Also, I guess I didn't mention Mega Zam, but yeah, that shit wins games by itself.
Yeah.
You
want to go?
No, go, clone.
Okay, I'll go. The clown me. Oink, oink. We'll go. Anyways, your steel type is offensive. So that's something to look after, is the fact that you don't have a defensive steel type. But the X-Card could be like a Soul Vest. For example, just saying it out there. I've used that before. It's possible. And your normal is a Perugly, which is ugly.
Okay. How long did it take you to think about that one, bro?
But yeah, you could have had a better normal, but it's not like you had the points, so. And you have a T-Tar for Ghost, so I'll let it pass this time.
Yeah, it passes.
But yeah, this is one of the best drafts I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
to be real.
Exactly. It literally is one of the best drafts. It's super good. It's super versatile. And Kawaii loves Comfey. Never forget that.
Yeah, I love Comfey. I brought that thing into light like 3 years ago on a Pixelmon server one time. That was fun.
Alright.
Those are good times.
Yeah, is that it, Koi?
Well, we gotta do an outro. We can't just cut it off.
Or cut it off, bro.
No, or can I?